Now, Rigathi Gachagua seeks full compensation following the unlawful removal from office as the acting deputy president of Kenya. Why do you think Rigathi Gachagua has taken this path and no longer wants to be reinstated as the deputy president of Kenya? Well, we are going to dive in shortly after I read for you what he is requesting to be fully paid by the government. We have 42 million salary, 22.8 million gratitude, 700,000 airtime, 980,000 monthly pension, and we have 14 million retirement payment, 2 saloon cars, 13,000 cc car, a 180,000 fuel allowance, full medical cover, 2 drivers, 1 PA, 2 cooks, 2 cleaners, armed security guards, and airport VIP lounge access. Now, why do you think Rigathi Gachagua has taken this direction that he no longer wants to be reinstated as the deputy president of Kenya? Now, it has become complicated. Remember, Rigathi Gachagua controls Mount Kenyan region and William Ruto knows he has no way out. Has Gachagua discovered that if he is reinstated as deputy president, that will only mean Kindiki will have to be out of the office and he will be reinstated as the acting deputy president, being a runmate of William Ruto come 2027, which will automatically make William Ruto be re-elected as president of Kenya come 2027. Or what are the evaluations? What do you think? Why has Rigathi Gachagua decided otherwise, that he no longer wants to be reinstated as deputy president? Is it because it's going to give access to William Ruto's re-election? Rather, are the people going to underlook him because he chants one term, and if he's reinstated, definitely he will have no other option rather than supporting William Ruto and his government for his re-election 2027? Well, politics is becoming intense, and we are here to give you a full analysis about Gachagua's reinstatement request. Rather, he no longer wants to be reinstated but fully compensated by the government. But do you think the government is actually going to compensate Rigathi Gachagua fully with everything that he has asked for? Well, it is called politics. The games, interests, benefits, and everything Rigathi Gachagua actually analyzes to see that he avoids being reinstated as deputy president. And given they have different ideologies, Gachagua is chanting one term and has made Mount Kenya against William Ruto, and Ruto is seeking for re-election. Do you think Rigathi Gachagua can actually work hand in hand with William Ruto if he is reinstated? Remember, he was removed as vice president because they were not in support of Ruto's ideologies. He reached a point and saw that Ruto and his ideologies don't go hand in hand with Kenyans, and he cannot support it. He cannot support a lying government. Is there a chance that Rigathi Gachagua can actually support William Ruto fully without any barriers? Well, I can't guarantee, because Rigathi of late has been terming himself as the truthful man. And do you think William Ruto can actually forgive Rigathi Gachagua, given he has exposed the government? He always, in his political rallies, expose every inner truth about William Ruto's government. Can they still work together in case of a reinstatement? I doubt that, because now, how do you work with someone you call nicknames? How do you work with someone that every time you come on board, you're always criticizing this person? Is it a major political interest or a conflict that actually made them separate as one? They were one item. Remember, Rigathi Gachagua made William Ruto re-elected as president because of the Mount Kenya votes, okay? So without Rigathi Gachagua, Ruto definitely is in ICU under political crisis, because Gachagua cannot actually give him the votes. And we were looking at a backup Raila, and Raila is not in the picture right now. We have ODM, which is divided into two. We have the Sifuna Linda Mwananchi movement, which is taking over the wave with all the supporters dining with Sifuna. and Oburu just left with the party. So what analysis? Where is Ruto left? Is he still in ICU or still looking out for possible solutions for his dilemma, a political crisis he's trying to resolve? Where will the solution come from? Definitely Rigathi Gachagua, who is in control of Mount Kenyan region. If the court grants Gachagua's case to win, then definitely Rigathi Gachagua will automatically be reinstated as deputy president. Now, if the court grants Gachagua a win, this will only mean one thing: Kithure Kindiki will definitely be out of that seat, and Gachagua will be reinstated as the acting deputy president. But do you think this is a good idea? Because we saw this with the Raila Amolo Odinga. He was brought closer to the government, and what happened to Raila? Raila perished under unclear circumstances. So definitely Rigathi Gachagua is quite aware about what is happening in the government. Rather, someone could have tipped him off on what is totally happening. So he's not yet about to let this happen, that he is going to come closer to William Ruto, given he is a man, a person of interest. Remember, the government has always wanted a way to get rid of Rigathi Gachagua. Could this be their time? Bring Gachagua closer. If we give him a win, definitely he's going to come back to the government. A very close way to monitor him and get whatever we want. In case of anything, we can do it swiftly. Definitely Gachagua is a bright man. He's not yet about to let this happen because he has seen it all. And with all the ongoing situation with the political crisis, he's not going to fall in their trap. So I want to ask a question. Do you think Rigathi Gachagua should actually go ahead and be reinstated as deputy president? To me, I don't think it's a good idea. I'd rather he let it slide and just chant his own political path. Remember, he gained a lot of popularity after being impeached. Popularity with sympathy votes always works. Ruto doesn't understand this strategy. He still gives it to them. You see what has happened to Sifuna. He's also gained sympathy through popularity, through sympathy, okay? And he keeps doing it. I mean, he was mistreated, mishandled as the SG, and now he has the popularity. So Rigathi Gachagua should just chant his own political path because he has all it takes. He has Mount Kenyan region in his palm. He has all the supporters. People love him naturally. When he talks, everyone is amused, and he has clear intel from whoever is giving him information. He always speaks the truth without actually beating about the bush. So definitely, if he chants his own political path, he will have a better way out rather than rejoining the government. If he rejoins, it will just be the same what happened to Raila. You saw what Raila did. He joined the government and his popularity kind of went down. So if Rigathi actually accepts Ruto's way forward, the court accepting him to run, guys, what do you think? Should Rigathi Gachagua actually go forth with being reinstated, or he should just maintain his own political path? Remember, Gachagua gained popularity out of sympathy when he was impeached, and this same thing actually happened to Raila Amolo Odinga. Raila came close to the government, and what happened? He perished under unclear circumstances. So definitely Rigathi Gachagua is not ready to let that same thing happen to him. He might be going closer to the government, and yet the government want to target him. Remember, he is a person of interest, and definitely being a person of interest who is blocking Ruto from accessing Mount Kenyan region for his re-election, what can happen? What possible thing can happen if he rejoins the government that he once left because he was impeached? It's called dining with scavengers. Well, Gachagua is an intelligent man. He's not about to let that happen in any possible way. Remember, the government did the same to Edwin Sifuna, and Sifuna gained popularity from sympathy. Okay, so if he at one point slides and just rejoin the government, he's going to lose it all. Raila did the same. He joined the government and his popularity went down. So if at all Rigathi Gachagua accepts the court win, which will reinstate him as the deputy president, You know what it means? Working with the government that he has been criticizing, and people want one thing: to follow someone who can be against the government. He speaks the people's language, one term, what the Gen Zs want. So if he at all joins the government, the Gen Zs will not back him. The Mount Kenyan people will see him also as a traitor, okay? So definitely he will lose out. I rather he should stick to his own political path, create his own direction. It's a great, great win for him. Okay, rather, do you think Gachagua should go forth with being reinstated, or he should just be seeking the compensation from the government? Well, leave me there your views on the comment section. Subscribe to Royal News, the channel where you get all your trending bulletins. In case it's your first time to listen in, press your subscribe button and ring your notification bell so that you can be first to receive the news bulletins once we upload them. Until then, GD Ishmaels.